Okay, Sundowns 1, Esperance de Tunis 0. So we always speak about the third man run. You will hear sports analysts speak about the third man run, but if you look at how Salles find Jaden Adams, and then Jaden Adams played a diagonal pass to Tapelo Morena, who actually technically disciplined and hit that back into the mouth of goal. That run in Zua Brian Leol, and then he connected with that ball, and then he headed into the back of the net. That is what is called the third man run. Ibola moved from Sales to Jaden Adams, who plays it to Tapelo Morena, who plays it into the space. He just tapped it back into the space, and then Brian Leon came in, running into the space and headed into the back of the net. So so it was a very, very highly tactical game. And that's what I saw, and I think Ronnie Williams played a major role in making sure that Sundowns actually collect that win to keep them on the game. I think Williams was very, very brilliant. Not only Williams, Grant Kekana, he made a spectacular sliding tackle. Also, Cubido did the same thing. Jaden Adams was very, very good in controlling play Sundowns upon build-up phase and also in progression of the play. I think they were fantastic. How they interchanged, whether they're moving forward or they're coming back to defend. I think it was exceptional. Icover kaCubido covering for Divine Lunga, Ukekana covering for Umudao, and then Jaden Adams dragging back to actually cover for I'm a defender or central pairing Ukekana and Cubido. I think it was excellent. Maseo Ayan he was very, very instrumental there. The only concern that I have about the Sundowns was Divine Lunga. I think Begnembo Wolapaya. Fortunately, Usise or Usase Benodano didn't really exploit that side as they should have. I think Usase could have done better because I know he's good tactically. He also got skill. I think with his abilities, if Notika no Dan, they would have hurt the Sundowns. But you could see him around Zogadano exploiting the fact that Ukubido no Kekana are not that pacey. But unfortunately, he didn't actually convert the chances that he got. So it was a very, very beautiful game. Sundowns was highly technical, but also Esperance is very, very tactical. So it was a game of discipline. Whoever made mistake was bound to be punished. Hence, Sundowns got that opportunity and buried it. They did create some of the other changes which could have resulted in 2 goals, but it wasn't to be. And also on the other end, it was the same thing. But defensive Sundowns, I think it worked over time, and also Williams worked over time. Kanjekana got any red card, but I think it was a very, very soft red card in my opinion. Maybe a yellow card could have been sound enough, but I think referee was very, very harsh because he gave him a red card. And also, when the game ends, he added 10 minutes of an injury time. I think that was very, very excessive. Clearly to me from here, I thought it's a home ground advantage for Esperance since they were playing against 10 men in that field of play, 11 versus 10. So getting 10 minutes also injury time, I thought that's the moment that they actually should have used in actually getting back into the game by scoring an equalizer. But the Sundowns was very, very sound. And the changes about Wenzili to make sure that they consolidate the game. I think also actually got them right. Now let's get back to Ikemoge. Having said all that, Sundowns began a game with 5 defenders. They had Morena, Umutao, Kekana, Cubido, and also Divine Lung. But right in front of them, you had Nkwena, who is a CDM, and also Jaden Adams, who in these days played very, very well as a CDM. Having said that, you already had 7 players, 8 goalkeepers who are defensive players. Now, up front, they only had Brian Leol, Arthur Sales, and also Marcelo Allende, who were actually the players that were going up front. But Allende, not much. They only had 2 players up front, which was Brian Leol and also Arthur Sales. So it was going to be very, very difficult for Sundowns to actually break Esperance going forward, particularly in the first half, because at times Leon seemed very, very isolated. I think Ujalazi, Utogari, and Okbeli were very, very brilliant in making sure that they actually surround him and isolate him from the rest of the squad whenever he is on the ball. But also they didn't only do that with Brian Leol, they did that with the number of players with some Sundowns by isolating the player on the ball, but making sure that they don't deny him enough spaces to play ball. So I think with that we're very, very brilliant. But the Sundowns somehow managed to get a couple of chances, corner Leo congested middle, but it wasn't clear-cut chances. So that's how disciplined or technically good Esperance was. I think their fullbacks, Ukira, I think Upenasa and the other guy, they were very, very also sound in containing Morema on the other side, but also on the side. I think they did very, very well whenever I drifted to the side to play or to assist to Divine Nunga, who was running down the line, because they were using these fullbacks to run down the line. Not much in terms of running down the line, because I think Morena was mostly hacking the line, so which actually occupied the space of Farangavis run of Kuliso Mudao. But nevertheless, it worked, because towards into the second half, I think that's when Morena actually ran in or tucked in. I think that was the coaching details, which was not there in the first half. When he did tuck in, and then that's when Jaden Adams was able to find him with that long diagonal pass. Brilliant pass by Jaden Adams. Jaden Adams has been very, very brilliant with that Sundowns lineup. So Sundowns right now, when we look at it, they are 1 foot away to a final AFC Champions League. So we are hoping that over the weekend, when they are playing here at home, they will continue where they left off. They are leading with 1-0. They have an away goal advantage. What they need to do is to ensure that if Esperance scores, they need to score as well. They just need a draw. A draw is enough for them to go through to the final and see who are they going to face in the final now. Since they decided to brought Coach Cardoso as a championship coach, we need to actually congratulate Coach Cardoso with his technical team and everybody. Masandawana, I think they put on a fight. The game was very, very physical. You could see that aggression Esperance. I'm surprised that the entire first half there was no yellow card. The way Esperance be aggressive in the corner, but Sundowns put on the fight. They didn't get bullied. They put on the fight and make sure that they matched them pound for pound in terms of strength or physicality. And also they were very technically sound in terms of tournament combination plays. However, towards the end of the game, when Sundowns decided to bring on defenders to consolidate the match or to actually protect their singular goal, I think that's when you saw Esperance begin to have those nice combination plays, actually overloading Sundowns with relentless pressure, trying to attack them. I think Sundowns was very, very stood tall, actually like a wall. Against the wall, against a mighty army, and they actually defended that 1-0. I think that's a character Sundowns in Nayo, and I think that's why they've been winning Ipetwe Premiership year in, year out, because of the type of fighting mentality and bravado that they have, that they showed, the character they showed in this game. I think that's what makes them different from the rest of the teams in Ipetwe Premiership. And as much as they still have that kind of fighting spirit, it's going to be very, very hard for other teams to actually take away a title for them. So congratulations to Masandawana. We are hoping that over the weekend they will actually cement their place with CAF Champions League final. So anything can happen, because this is a game of football. But we are hoping that the Sundowns will do us proud over the weekend. And we can't wait to actually witness them doing it here on their home soil in South Africa, where we all will all be happy to actually see them do it. So good luck, Thomas and Dawana. We wish you all the best over the weekend. You guys did us proud. We love you so much. Kaboyel. Danko. Don't forget to smash the sub and also leave a comment on the comment section, and also share our content. Thank you.